Is this going to be the transition into the main show?
Oh no! Wait, what? Is it now? I mean, I guess I can. If we all okay, let's do this democratic. Who wants to transition this into the main show? I see a sign of hands. Sign of hands. Okay, one. Yes. Key, do you want to transition? I currently. Okay.
No, because we can do better.
We can do better. I'm not sure if we can. Keep in mind, this is the AWKWARDCast. And mine, Keyframe, wonder about random drivel. Hello, everybody. She looks very proud of my newest opening.
The worst part is, it's actually one of our better ones.
Wow. Anyways.
And one of the reasons it's one of the better ones is that I didn't accidentally interrupt you when you were saying the acronym.
Wait, there's an acronym?
Ayn and Keyframe, wonder about random dribble.
Hey. The thing is, I'm pretty sure that even with our recurring audience, many of them will not know it. People who have heard us explain it before will have forgotten it. And people who are new are like, wait, it's an acronym?
Why did you make them sound like that?
Do you think our audience has the memory capacity of a gerbil? Like,
I don't know. I forget shit like that.
Yeah,
that
but
would
you're
be me. I have the memory capacity
your
of a
brain
gerbil.
is just a goldfish bowl. Like, you don't remember what happens from day to day.
It's true, sometimes. But I remember what I did yesterday, and this guy was there with me. I cannot say the original line. It's a German parody, and it's no. It is some bit. No, it's not kosher. So.
By the way, happy Passover.
But it's yeah.
Passover. You do know what Passover is, right?
Maybe I know it by the German name. Pfingsten? Is Pfingsten Passover? I don't know.
No, Passover is.
Transition.
Passover is Jewish. It's a ritual meal. It's like the Seder. It occurs the night of. Basically, it started yesterday and it ends on April 4th on Easter. It's basically, God, what did they teach you in that Catholic school? Not other cultures and religions? Judaism is just old Catholicism.
It very much is. I'm
just witnessing Key go on this weird Passover rant.
I learned about the existence of the dreidel from South Park. Do I have to say more?
Wait, you mean the dreidel?
The dreidel, mein Dreidel muss sich drehen. Dreidel.
Cox,
oh my
you're
God.
So hot. I love you on that show.
Anyways, this guy.
Singing the Barney theme song for a second.
No, it's oh my fucking lord! It's Wolfhead.
Wolfhead Brony with us for only 10 episodes into the year, and he managed to sneak in a second time. You have to tell us your secret. How did you do it?
I mean, I'm an expert lockpick. The bouncer guy knows me, and he just keeps letting me in. So
makes complete sense. So
you guys need better security, by the way. I keep sneaking in through the vents, and nobody cares.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure our security is just Denim and Golden Fox, and I don't think they really care.
But I mean, I'm also pretty happy that Wolfhead decided to replace our guest this week. By the way, we finally got Barack Obama, but then. But he could have just as easily replaced one of the two of us, but he decided to go with the guest spot. With much appreciated. Why?
Do you realize how bad that joke is?
Probably not.
Pick our only consistent black guest to say that they replaced Barack Obama.
I don't know. Is this worse? I don't know.
It's a little sus, Max.
Is it?
I don't know. Better.
He replaced Britney Spears. Okay, is this better?
Okay.
Is this better?
I mean, why would you get Britney Spears?
I don't know.
I don't know.
No one cares about.
Maybe she actually has some really nuanced opinions about child entertainment industries. Honestly, she probably does.
Potentially.
Also, she's a cool mom. She knows she threw her kids a bunch of Pokemon parties. She's cool in my book.
Okay, all right.
Anyways, so Wolfhead, for everybody who has forgotten over the last 2 months who you are, what you do, and why they should care, please remind us.
Hello, everyone. For the upteenth time, I am Wolfhead Brony. I have a YouTube channel where I do parodies and react to stuff and do my own little thing, and that's about it. I'm pretty okay to talk to. So there you go. Hi. My name is Wolfhead.
Hi. Yeah. Also, he Wolfhead Brony, who you might. Now, what? Can I do this impression of the dude from The Simpsons? Wolfhead Brony, you might know him from shows like reacting to friends' old videos or Huniepop 2. Oh, I should have zoomed in. This is far too far out. Huniepop 2 with
That's the only one that will do a skit, but like edit his own skit while he's doing it.
Meanwhile,
Wolfhead was found in
Phil Hartman. Like, Jesus.
But yeah, besides being here and doing stuff and having been lewd with me yesterday on camera, this sounds so worse out of context. What's going on in the life of the Wolfhead?
Okay, I'm gonna talk a little bit about. Well, I came back from Vegas, which was fun. Vegas is a fun place.
This is why I wanted to get Wolfhead on the show, is because he would actually have stories.
I do have some stories to tell you, but before I get into the Vegas thing, I want to talk about reacting to old videos and the difference between Max and seemingly everybody else. When I started reacting to old videos, I reacted to like Max's videos and a bunch of my other friends. Keyframe was in there too. And I reacted to some of Max's old videos where he was a pony vector and he was talking about stuff. And then the day after he figured out that I reacted to that,
did he send you A&Y Corp? Did he send
me A&Y Corp? And I was like, that's a weird response to someone who digs up your old videos and reacts to them. I think Max might be a little bit of a narcissist because most people would be like, please don't watch my old videos on your channel for entertainment. Max is like, you haven't even hit the surface of my craziness.
Now here's the question. Did he send you the German fashion video that he did before A&Y Corp? Because that's...
No,
yes, I did. And you watched it.
Yes, you did. It was some weird video where he would... I rewinded it.
Super college.
I rewinded it like 5 times, the German fashion video, because he said shoes in a weird way. And how did you pronounce it?
Oh, Chucks.
Chucks. And I heard Chucks, and I rewinded it like 5 times, and I'm like, is he trying to say shoes?
No, Chucks, as in those sand shoes.
Yeah, I was about to say, Chucks are a brand.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I have a pair of Chucks.
There's a TV show called Chucks because the protagonist wears Chucks.
Okay. Because I
thought his name was Chuck.
Yeah. But my favorite character from A&Y Corp has got to be either the butler or the scientist because...
the Dr. Insano ripoff, or...
Yeah, I tried to make it very... To making distinct from Insano, so I intentionally, instead of giving him the out loud laughter, he had the...
God, Jesus.
Here's the thing about Max's old content is that I was legitimately enjoying watching it, so I couldn't really give much of a commentary. It's like he would try to do like the whole evil villain taking over everything thing, and you look in the corner and the fucking butler is just juggling and reading a Playboy. I'm laughing my ass off. I'm enjoying it so much. And then we get to the scientist, which I think Denim was the one who was like, this is the best character in the whole A&Y Corp. The scientist creates a monster. He like fucking picks up a hatchet and throws it at it. And then he picks up like a gun and starts shooting it, but he shoots it in a really weird way, which tells you that he's never handled a gun before. So he goes pop, pop, ah, and he just runs over to the corner. And I'm just like, this is great. It actually made me upset because that channel has 200 subs, and I was like, you need more.
And 150 of those.
My favorite character is Andy. Andy
Andy Scott.
The one that basically wears the
modern
the modern outfit.
The red shirt and the vest.
He's done.
Oh, that's cool, A&Y. I like him.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Andy Scott.
He's attempting to be cool, and that is my favorite trait of a person. Also, that character is the main focal point of like the one really impressive shot on that channel that I still compliment Max to this day of Andy walking past, I think, Ross.
Yeah. Oh, that's with audio.
Legitimately a good-looking rotoscope clip out, like in this abyss of green screens.
Yeah,
it was actually a really good shot.
That would be the end of this video here.
The Linkara one, I think?
Yes, there. At the very end where he is like...
And yeah, because I was legitimately impressed with A&Y's green screen work. And how many of them styles he puts on one screen.
Here it is. Here it is, the rotoscoping. Keep in mind, this is...
Yeah, that's actually really good. There's not a lot of aliasing or anything.
Yeah. I mean, credit goes completely to Adobe After Effects because this is just After Effects rotoscoping on him, and he like, you see a little bit of red around the blurry corners. Ah, shit. But yeah, but the one thing that was, I tried to push Wolfhead to, because you started with like the first video, which is like super old and crappy because I had a shitty camera and everything. You started with the first video, which like, yeah, you need to start there, even as shitty as it is. Then you did Lost in Translation, which is arguably the best written one, thanks to the fact that I had somebody to write it with me. Mm-hmm. Then you went back to the Strange German Fashion. And I tried so hard to push you to do another one of the more modern ones, like the Angry Joe one, where actually, like, instead of those super shitty quality, you have like actual good quality. But I didn't get you to watch those, so damn it.
The whole point of the stream was to watch old videos, bottom of the barrel stuff.
Yeah, it's true.
I would watch the new one, but I have to do that on my own time.
Where'd you get your cutie mark and your pony's color scheme from?
Yeah.
I really like the color brown.
I wonder where I might have gotten those from.
No, the channel banner is the more egregious one because it's literally the muzzle of your fucking pony. Because it's like everything is just recycled.
Yeah.
Like,
but
it's funny.
Yeah. But the sad thing is also, you say this channel has 250 by now, 200 subscribers. It had only 50 when I stopped making content for it. The additional 150 to 100 people who came are all trickling down from A&Y Entertainment. They have never subscribed to this channel because they found this channel. They just went back there from the current one. For better or for worse. But yeah.
Yeah, so you were watching old stuff like... what now? Are you going to move on to Vegas now?
Oh, yeah, let's move on to Vegas.
Exactly.
Let's see, what happened in Vegas?
What that stays in Vegas.
What happened? Well,
isn't that how it usually goes?
That is the saying. That's how it goes. I took a trip with one of the people I edit for. Her name is Miss Melee, and I took a trip with Vegas with her to meet her boyfriend. And also, I took my boyfriend and I wrangled him and I made him come down to Vegas with us. So the whole time we were in Vegas, we were moving nonstop. Like we didn't stay in the house that much, which he has a gigantic house. Like it's a big house. I love his house. You ever do that thing when you step into somebody's house and then you go back to your house and you're like, this place sucks. Like I was doing that kind of thing.
No, most people's houses I stay with are relatively the same size as mine, so I'm good.
Yeah. I guess I should talk about the heart attack girl since Max pulled up the video clip of me getting spanked at Heart Attack Grill.
Did you sit by anyone who had like a 5-layered burger? Because that's an experience to witness someone eat that.
No, I was gonna eat like a 2-patty burger, and then everyone around me was like, "Wolfhead, no."
I ate a 2-patty. Oh, they're fucking babies. I had a fucking double burger, while the 2 piss babies I was sitting with had single patty burgers. I got through it just fine.
It wasn't even that they thought I wouldn't finish it. Is the thing. So they, due to peer pressure, I got a 1-patty burger. And here's the crazy part. I almost finished it in time before I didn't get spanked. So I was taking my time with my burger. I'm like 1 bite away from finishing it. And the nurse comes over and she's like, I'll give you 1 minute to finish it, or else you're getting spanked. And I was like, no problem. I'm not getting spanked today. This is not something that's going to happen in my lifetime. And so I start talking with my friends.
Uh-oh.
I swear to God, 30 seconds pass. Some weird time warp bullshit going on. So 30 seconds pass. She comes back and she goes, all right, time's up. Get up. And I was like, what? What? So she puts me in the thing where you get spanked. And you can see in the video, the moment where she like arches my back, that moment right there, I was just like, "Oh, this is
fear.
This is fear shooting down my spine." And here's the thing: at that moment, I became like John Mulaney. I was just like, "Whatever." I think what most things feel like. And then the fucking paddle collided with my ass cheeks, and I was just like, "Oh no." No, that was a lot harder than I anticipated it to be.
Okay, did they actually hit your butt, or did they do the thing that they did to me on the second go-around where they accidentally hit your lower back instead of the softer part of your fucking ass, and it hurts like hell because it feels like someone just kicked you in your spine?
That happened to you? They hit you in your back?
Okay, well, here's the thing. I'm small. You have to have good aim. But,
okay, yeah.
No, because the thing is, with the Heart Attack Grill, when we went there, I think I was like one of the first people to finish our food, because I eat really fast, because if I don't eat fast, someone's going to take it from me.
Okay.
And, you know, the lady comes back, Max and Brett are pretty much done with their food, and they're like, hey, so everyone's done, does no one want a spanking? I need to experience it.
He timidly, very slowly raises her hand.
I'm not. That's not out of timidness. That's out of, yes, this is happening. And like the first time they did it, I took it like a champ. And the frat boys that were at the table right in front of the fucking spanking thing were very happy that day. Fuck off. And they were like, oh, you took it awesome. You want to try a harder paddle?
Oh.
But then they hit my lower back instead of my actual ass. And the thing was, I was like, okay, no. And one of the fucking party boys were like, oh, wimp. I'm like,
you do it.
Key has an entire audience in front of her right now going, come on, do it. Oh, come on, you wimp.
Oh, well, I know. I mean, I didn't feel like having lumbar damage on my birthday. Thank you very much. but like, no, God, I love that place. I love the customers. I love the appeal. I love the really shitty music videos they have on. Did you see the music videos they had on screen where they
every now and again I would look up at the at two things about that place. There is the art that they have on the walls, especially the art when you put on the freaking the gown in the gown putting on place. I just turned to my right and it's like a depiction of like Jesus getting crucified, but it's not Jesus. It's a man getting crucified.
No,
and
it's
the
the owner of the restaurant.
yeah, it's the owner of the restaurant, and like food mascots are there. It's like Ronald McDonald's and Wendy's is like crying on his lap. I'm like, what the hell?
I mean, the story of the Heart Attack Grill is amazing because the guy who made it is a fitness instructor. And the whole joke of the Heart Attack Grill is that it's based off the fucking egregious cheat meals that bodybuilders would get on their cheat days after hard workouts. And I'm like, you know what? That's absolutely genius. But all I can remember is the fucking little TVs with the weird music videos because I'm pretty sure one of them was like 99 Luff balloons. And like I looked up and it's just like the weird nurse ladies and the trainer guy badly green screened with balloons, and it was fucking I really I don't like watching vlogs with my face in it.
Fair.
Like I really don't.
Can I find the spanking at least? Oh, is it any? Oh no, he didn't put it in the video.
Oh yeah, the fucking scale. I think Max came out with a lighter weight when we went on the scale.
This is just fucking me.
How does that happen?
I don't know. Wait, let's see. Okay, let's see. Here's the beginning of the segment. Okay, I'm going on the scale. I have 184 apparently. Okay, now let's jump to the end. 184 and
he gained 1 pound. Oh. Which,
okay.
I mean, look, that's an achievement.
I recall going to the bathroom while we were in there, so.
Yeah. But no, that place is an interesting. That entire area where the Heart Attack Grill is located is more interesting than many places in Vegas.
Okay. There's one more thing I want to talk about the Vegas trip, which is not even important. It's just kind of funny. It made me laugh in hindsight. So we were sitting in the car, right? Mm-hmm. As you guys know, or probably don't know, if you don't know, you're about to be surprised. I am bisexual. I'm dating a guy right now. So
mine's been blown.
So we were sitting in the car and Melee, bless her heart, I love her to death. She turns to me and she asked me, was I gay? But she didn't use the question, are you gay? This is how she asked me, am I gay? She was like, Wolf? And I go, yeah. Do you like vaginas?
Sometimes.
I mean, yes, I think they're pretty neat if I'm in the mood for it.
I wanted to say, I have played enough Huniepop 2 with you that I know that you are a connoisseur of the female body as well, so...
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's all my whole story. I just thought that was funny and the Heart Attack Grill was funny. We walked up and down the strip. That took forever. That took the whole fucking day.
So.
Walking in the store after store after store.
I think we only went in one.
Yeah,
store,
we didn't even manage.
We went to the strip.
Yeah, we didn't even manage to all.
Yeah, because the thing was, recounting good old days. When we went to Vegas, we completely forego the strip, which I know Brett for a fact was not happy about, but it was my day.
Did Goldie want to take pictures of the strip? Is that why?
Of course, yes. Of course he did.
That sounds like him, yeah.
I mean, who doesn't? Who doesn't? We did spend like one night walking around the strip, and he's taking pictures.
And I mean, even I took pictures, and I'm not that camera crazy.
Because he's pretty. Because it's a very pretty sight. Like what you know, but fucking yeah, we only went into the one place, and it was mostly closed where Venice is inside of the casino or whatever. Because that's just cool.
we went there. There were people on like.
Gondolas. Yeah. No, that's just the amount of ridiculousness you want to see if you're going to be in Las Vegas. Mm-hmm. But no, we mostly stayed in that area where the Heart Attack Grill was because we found an arcade and a fucking bowling alley with a giant penis you can ride, and the karaoke bar. Like, that place was fucking cool. But yeah, we barely made a dent into the strip because I think we only went there once after doing Bean Boozled, so I was not a happy camper already. Fuck
But yeah, it was very late.
Room,
we made it like 2 a.m. Yeah, we made it like 2 a.m. to the Venice. And then we walked back. Yeah, and then we dropped that because we also had a lot of program going on during the days, and then.
Oh no, we didn't drop dead immediately. Brett dropped dead, and you and me went to the casino because I discovered I liked blackjack.
Was this the same day? I could swear this was later. I believe this was wasn't this a day with the Beatles because you were still dressed up.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, it was the day with the Beatles. Yeah, sorry. Everything is just one merge of time has no meaning, but. But yeah, either way, we did drop dead. And then when we went to go see Beatles, we tried doing a little bit more of the strip, but the fucking hotel where the Beatles show is like at the end of the strip, and we went the wrong direction. Oh, it was lovely. But yeah, so that was your. I guess the transition is you also had a fun Saturday with the German.
Yeah, we were. Max, do you want to talk about Huniepop or?
I mean, we most certainly can. I can probably not really show anything given that there's a reason why I upload those Let's Plays as restricted to 18 plus. Oh, let me first of all take the audio out and see if we find a safe area where the ladies are dressed enough that it's not risky. And I
just show one image from the game, and it's all of them being dressed.
Yeah, currently
not doing anything lewd, of course, which will be very hard to find.
Currently,
not saying anything lewd.
Yeah, currently it's Suki wearing her see-through dress, so maybe not that one.
No, not that one.
No, for no particular reason. Let's zoom in while those two lovely ladies are on screen for no particular reason. Wolf.
Okay. All right.
No, but yeah, we had our third session of Huniepop 2 live session yesterday, which I actually managed to cut into pieces today, so it's another 5 episodes that will be added to this playlist on my Let's Play channel. But yeah, no, Wolfhead and I keep rocking our fancy outfits and getting all those lovely ladies to commit to threesomes, because this gives you fairy wings, which you need to defeat or to satisfy rather the nympho. What were their Cosmo?
The nympho, and they have
the nymphogens.
They have, as the story goes, they have terrible PMS and they need to get laid, I think.
I believe this is a story
because that's how it works. If you didn't know.
Yeah, but we need to get ready, so.
Sure, yes. I've seen this anime, sure.
No, and.
Honestly, it could be the plot of one.
It could be.
Know. Yeah. In a world where Aramanga Sensei exists, anything can happen.
It's true. But no, I mean, so far we still have a good time. The thing is that the further the game advanced, the actually harder the individual dates get. And we started failing more and more often. And we now need to actually spend a significant amount of time to actually plan and pick the best items, and it becomes less and less an easy, chill, silly streaming game. It becomes more and more strategy game.
Threesomes are work.
I guess so. Yes, I learned so thanks to.
You need to do work to satisfy two ladies.
Yeah, but
you gotta do double the work. Actually,
quite literally.
Mode.
But
this isn't like calm time.
No, but no. So for now, Wolf and I are committed to just playing it by ear. So far, we are like, yeah, we can do another stream, and we go just stream by stream. and as long as we are still having fun and the audience are having fun, we are going to continue play it. If at some point we reach a point where it's like, it really becomes a grind. We have been at this game for 2 years now. Huniepop 3 has already been released. Maybe we should stop now. Then we will, but until then we keep doing it, and we keep doing it on stream. This once again sounds...
It was 15 years ago. You could stop playing.
Exactly. But yeah, what is your experience being the co-pilot on the game? I mean, you volunteered.
I enjoy watching you play Huniepop more than the experience of, like, playing Huniepop, I guess. Because oftentimes... Key, you weren't there, but like oftentimes, but Key knows what I'm about to say probably. Watching Max play a game is hilarious because he will make so many mistakes and he will just...
I called a dolphin a penguin once!
That wasn't... No, but in the last stream you were like, I can't wait to get these women unconscious or something. Like what you said, like you replaced unconscious with another word, and I laughed for 10 goddamn minutes, and I was just like, unconscious.
No, in a date there is a mechanic that if you exhaust a girl or piss her off with broken heart tokens,
I know it's part of the stamina.
Exactly. Then they become passive, and accidentally a little bit tipsy at this point, I described this state of exhausted/angry with unconscious, and I'm like, hey, that's great. We can still use this gift on the other one once she's unconscious. We can use the loop once she's unconscious.
No!
That's so much worse. That's so much worse.
So yeah, the entire series. I guess I link the playlist down below. If you're over 18, enjoy.
Whoa. Whoa. You have no right to judge Honeycam Studios content ever again. No. Oh my god, please move.
Just imagining Max on a date, and the whole time in his head he's just like, can't wait to get you back to my place and you can be unconscious. Like,
moving on, we are fast forwarding through this.
Yes.
The next, please.
I have more fun new flat shenanigans.
Oh
boy. So when we had the handover of my new flat, like 3 weeks ago, whatever, the building manager went with me through it, and he was like, see here in the bathroom there's an everlight, so the light never goes off even if you switch it off. It just stays at a lower intensity and it flickers a little bit. And he's like, that's not good, that's our responsibility, we should get an electrician. And I'm like, yeah, cool, get an electrician.
Yeah, you should.
Fine by me. I'm yeah, sounds great. Get all the shit done. What I did not realize in this moment was that he handed me all 4 keys to the flat.
So no one could get in.
Yeah, so a week later I get a call like, hello, electrician company XYZ. We would like to make an appointment with you for the flat in the X and Y street. And I'm like, yes, but I'm not yet living yet there. So how about next Tuesday morning? Sure, I will be there. Mind you, from my current flat to the new flat, it takes around about an hour to get there. So Tuesday morning before work, without breakfast, jumping on the train, getting there. At least the electrician came at the beginning of the time window, so I didn't have to wait for long. So he came in, looked in there. Yep, that's an LED. This is normal. Did you? I came an hour. I traveled an hour.
Why?
And
why
the thing is,
did the landlord say it wasn't?
Because Yain, it's not optimal. It's still not optimal. So the thing is that it's a not landlocked but building locked bathroom. So it doesn't have a window. So it needs to have, by building standards, a ventilation. It's an electrical ventilation which never can turn off, which is okay because you want to have fresh air in your bathroom. The thing
Yeah,
is that if you have an LED light installed in that bathroom and it's on the same circuit as the ventilation system, it will also never turn off completely.
Turn off.
Exactly. So he walks in, 30 seconds in the flat, looks up, yeah, that's an LED. So you have two options: put in another lamp which is not LED, or install this little cable. And he literally hands me some kind of wire, and I'm like, cool, okay, I guess I do this because the lamp itself is fine. Bye, Mr. Electrician. And I go.
So the electrician didn't just install the cable himself?
I don't know. I didn't have the presence of mind to just ask him to quickly do it, especially since he was, I believe, on the bill of the landlord. So I should have really done this. I was like so overwhelmed by the fact that he came in and was like, yeah, that's normal. Okay, bye.
It's a fucking tornado of events. Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
So at least
I'm gonna go to work now.
Exactly. But at least there was one silver lining, because a colleague of mine happens to live right around the corner. Which is like, Berlin is a 3 million people city, or 3.5 million people city. We have 100 employees in our company. To end up around the corner from a colleague is like super unlikely. You consider a colleague a neighbor when he lives in the same area of the city. Yeah. So I brought a spare key, and I messaged him and was like, yo dude, I'm at the new flat. Can I drop off the spare key with you? WhatsApp. Hasn't seen the message. Okay, I'm now on my way back, so last chance. No, doesn't see the message. Shit. Okay, getting home at work in a video call, I'm like, hey dude, I was over there, but I tried to message you, you didn't see it, and I wasn't smart enough to ask him of his actual address ahead of time, so I could have just dropped it in his mailbox. So yeah. So much for the silver lining. I also did not get to deposit my spare key in the neighborhood. So the next time an electrician comes, I still need to travel all the way over there.
Good job.
That was my Tuesday morning this week.
Oh, man. Is there anything else in Fun Adventure Town, or can I go to my week?
You can go to your week. Please do so.
Okay. So let's see what happened in my week. That's not a gym story. We're back in this routine now, guys.
The gyms are, I mean, it was open the entire time, but yeah, Key is back in the gym. So.
Well, I mean, it wasn't open the entire time. Yeah. It was closed till like March 15th. So, Oh yeah. Okay. So there was two gym idiots that I could talk about. I'm gonna what do the hip kids say? I'm gonna spill the tea. What a waste of tea. So yesterday,
I'm gonna embarrass these two individuals on the internet.
Exactly,
nice.
Anonymously, so it's fine. Luckily, I don't think there's anyone here who lives in my town that watches this show. But
good.
The No,
or is it?
Not yesterday. The day before, I was at the gym just doing things, and I was actually testing out squat weighting my body weight, like which was the old working weight I used to do. Not my 1 rep maximum, but the old working weight I used to do before gyms closed down. I wanted to give it a shot. So that's 130 pounds. That's 59 kilograms. That's a lot of weight to have on your shoulders. Mm-hmm. And I'm getting ready. I'm prepping. I have the machine ready, and I'm getting ready. And what I hear behind me is fucking this guy screeching behind me. You got what I need. But you say he's just a friend. You say he's just a friend. Oh, okay. And I'm like. Because the thing was, I usually get the cushion because shitty shoulders, and you have to give something to the gym so that way they don't think you're gonna steal it. I gave them my headphones because I didn't feel comfortable giving my phone, and I left my keys at home, so I usually just give them my keys. So I had to hear the gym's audio, like speaker system, and I don't know what radio station is playing that Biz Marquee. and fucking Kendrick Lamar and Lord knows who else, but there's a range. And it starts playing, but apparently that's what... Look, I've never met a person who goes to the gym without headphones. You're Satan if you don't go to the gym with headphones. But yeah, this guy is just screeching behind me on the shoulder press machine, just Bismarck, he's just a friend, which is playing on the loudspeakers. If you don't know that song, the guy can't sing in the first place.
Jesus.
No, that's Bismarck's whole thing, is that he's not a singer. He's just his whole thing is like, you've got what I need. Like, there's a reason he was a one-hit wonder. And then there's just this guy of the fucking unit variety just singing along with it while doing his shoulder presses, and I'm like, I was just like, I have to focus on proper form and everything because this is a lot of weight. But Jesus Christ, the situation I'm in right now, because it's very hard to focus when you're in mid-squat trying to go to ass to grass position, and you just hear, ew!
That's such a funny image to me.
You got what I need! And it's just... and I'm
Just
like,
keep looking back like, what the hell?
well, the thing is that there's the mirrors there because everyone at the gym is a narcissist, so I can see this guy directly in the mirror. And he's just having the time of his life. He's one of those fucking dude bros that wears sunglasses in the gym, which either means that you just had LASIK surgery or you're an asshole. And
who can't sing.
And can't sing, apparently. But, I mean, luckily, I was able to do like 15 reps. I didn't go full down squat, but like 3/4, which is good. And so 15 reps before I reach point of failure of my body weight for only like 2.5 weeks of getting back into training.
It's pretty decent.
Hell yeah. Well, I do a lot of heavy lifting. And that just means that I maintained my strength memory pretty well. Either that or my genetics just make me have muscle memory easier than some people. Everything is genetic. But, no, that was great. The other was this fucking asshole. Like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I've been trying to learn how to do unassisted pull-ups. Because that's like a big goal for someone who has shitty shoulders. And there's an assisted pull-up machine that they have there. And I use that to, just practice and work the muscles and all that good stuff. And this fucking guy was like, first of all, he was like, you don't want to work out too hard, sweetheart. I'm like,
no.
I kind of, at this point, I had like one earbud in, and I'm like, I didn't want to acknowledge his existence because I'm like, is he talking to me? There's a lot of sweethearts here. and then like, he goes to the area with the weights for the assisted thing and looks directly at me. I'm like, yes.
I don't like this.
and he's just like, if you work out too hard, people are going to start thinking you're a boy.
What? Wait a minute.
Somebody is very secure in his own masculinity.
Like, what do you say? Like, besides fuck off?
I don't think you say anything in that situation, unfortunately.
I mean, like, I just continued my reps, and then I finished, and then I walked away. But then the guy then starts using the machine, but he uses it like, he takes the pad that you're supposed to put your knees on to do the thing, to do either pull-ups or tricep dips, and sits on it and tries pushing himself up while sitting like he's on some fucking anti-gravity thing. So he doesn't even know how to use the machine properly. And it's like, there's directions on the fucking box! Like, I'm just like, see, this is why this gym is like $10 a month. It's for people like you. But like, I guess I'm fully back in the gym experience because I've gotten the really complimentary guy with the guy who was complimenting my form, the crazy people with Mr. Bismarcky, and the asshole. Which apparently the only exercises women can do is go on treadmills and do butt exercises. I didn't know if you guys ever heard, but that's the new rule now.
Oh.
Women can't be muscular.
Yeah.
Like, oh boy, because then it makes guys feel really insecure. So we have to be a little bit weaker.
Yeah,
for
especially the guys who are apparently too stupid to know how to use the machines they want to show off on.
I don't even know, like, what do you think is going, what muscle do you think it's going to be working? Because the assisted thing has, like, the weight is offset so it helps push you up. So if you're sitting, what are you doing? You're just going, whee.
I'm bad at mental imaging. I have no idea what the machine looks like. But yeah.
Oh my god, it's so dumb. I need to Google.
Yeah.
What this.
Send me the picture that I can look at it.
Yeah, hold on. It's there we go.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of God.
Yeah.
I'm getting a good image because the other one was like 2 inches high. There you go. It's under the ferret. It's one of these things. So like the
copy the link. Ooh, zoomed in. Let me zoom out. There we go.
Yeah. Like, it's one of these things. So the pad, the seat, actually moves up and down, offset by the weights that are on that side. So imagine a guy just standing over the fucking weighted thing where you, like, set the weight adjustment, looking at me, and it's like...
Personal space, bitch.
We're 6 feet apart. We're supposed to...
Oh, yeah, even, yeah, right. I mean, I was like, yeah, this dude is a little bit in your personal space even without a pandemic going on. But yeah, given that in this kind of building he probably has to keep his distance extra. Jesus.
Yeah, like, and look, I'm pretty lean. Like, I'm not gonna say that I look like a fucking spaghetti noodle. But I don't have fucking anchor arms or anything. You have no reason to be nervous about me. Unless like, this was a fucking gym bro, too. Like, one of those guys who has, like, the spaghetti straps that goes past their, like, that drinks out of a gallon water bottle because only assholes drink out of one of those.
Yeah, I know. Those people are the worst.
Bring a whole fucking Poland Spring water jug and just go, oh. You know,
you gotta stay hydrated, and if you walk away to fill up your tiny water bottle, someone's gonna steal your machine.
Exactly.
That's
Always
just
stay
hydrated.
hydrated.
Yeah, stay hydrated. Who's the sponsor this episode?
This sponsor's episode is Batman.
Hell yeah.
Really? Batman?
Yeah,
Bruce
there.
Wayne?
Yeah, there. Look, Batman on my glass.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
Batman.
people have been circulating Justice League animated clips as they should on Twitter, which makes me so happy.
But yeah, more happening in your week.
But that was my week.
Okay.
That was my week. My last thing in my week was going to be transferring to my media.
Ah, perfect.
By the way,
which I do
if
not
you
have
haven't
yet.
watched Justice League the animated series, watch it. You should. It's great. I rewatched the whole Lex Luthor switching brains with the Flash.
Yeah, that's a fantastic one.
I didn't know that the guy who voices Flash on Justice League Animated went on to be Lex Luthor in Smallville, which is awesome.
That's a curious development.
I know. God, that episode is genius. That show is genius.
It was a pretty good one.
Are you gonna wash your hands? No, because I'm evil.
Oh yeah.
Lex, God damn it.
Flash ass Lex.
Protect.
But yeah, media.
But is this where we say the art of the week? Or...
Oh, we can now talk about this art of the week by the Abby Rhodey.
Thank you, Lauren. She drew this for us on a whim.
Yeah.
I really like the face that she drew you.
I
look so like. I think like the original meme picture that she based this off, the other one looks really tired. Like I think it's like dumbass and person who's exhausted with dumbass but takes it anyway, like something like that. It's.
I don't think this is very nice of Abby to call you a dumbass. Wait a second!
She's talking about me! I will not stand for that.
I mean, it takes a certain amount of dumbass to be that happy around that behavior.
Oh no, don't look into the chat what Magical just typed.
Max really does.
Shut
up! Shut!
Key, this is an intervention. We're here to tell you that Max looks like Lupin.
I just realized. No.
You have to accept the truth.
I realized that Max is actually wearing a shirt similar to the one that Lauren drew.
Oh no, it's art imitating reality, imitating art.
Of course, the day I pick not to wear a tank top on this show. Oh, we got to recreate this picture at some point. But yeah, no, media. What was that? What was?
Yeah, it was like a smooth transition from the gym story.
Oh yeah, so as of yesterday, the last episode of Steven Universe Future aired a year ago. And I decided, what the hell, I'm going to rewatch all of Steven Universe Future this week. I have nothing better to do. And, because, you know, you rewatch something and you were so enthralled with it in the moment that you rewatch something and you're like, oh, maybe it wasn't as good as I remember. Not this time! Steven Universe Future is better than I remembered it. Like, holy shit, I love this show. I mean, I was very vocal of how much I liked Steven Universe Future as it was airing. So, I'm just as vocal. But knowing the things I know now about the production cycle of it, because they released a book a few months ago called End of an Era, which was an entire art book talking about the beginning to end of Steven Universe and everything Rebecca had to go through. Including a lot of scummy shit.
Yeah, I just wanted to, but on a professional end scummy or on a fandom side scummy? Because Jesus, oh shit, yeah. Because the fandom was worth enough, I don't even want to know what the professionals were like.
Okay, no, because the thing was, people complain about the ending of the original show with Diamond Days being like, oh, it was so rushed, it was so fast. Yeah, that's because Cartoon Network wanted to cancel it. And the reason why is that Rebecca wanted the Sapphire and Ruby wedding. The Sapphire and Ruby wedding came with the price of like 8 episodes of the show. Like, no, not 8 episodes. Season 6. There was going to be a season 6. But Cartoon Network was like, you either get your gay or you get your season 6.
She was like, I want my gay.
She was standing her ground. Good on her. Good on all of us.
So, and they basically had to rewrite the whole ending to include the wedding and diamonds and all that. And it sucks because there was a lot of stories that they put in the End of the Era book that they either put in future or they couldn't do it all. Like, a lot of people felt bad that the off-colors, you know, the people that Lars traveled with didn't get a lot of stories. Oh, there was going to be one. They were actually going to show how the Rhodonite fusion came together and how the whole story with them was their Morganite that owned them would constantly rejuvenate them so they would lose their memories, but they would keep falling back in love with each other, which sounds fucking adorable, but they didn't do it, and they couldn't do it in future because, one, Cartoon Network only gave them a limited amount of episodes, and 2, it didn't have Steven as the main person. And it just sucks. It, like, really sucks. And knowing that stuff now of Steven Universe Future was purely because the movie did as well as it did. And because fans just loved the show so much that it makes me respect the show a lot more, especially since Steven Universe Future went into some fucking dark shit. I'm surprised they could get away with some of the stuff that they did. Like, okay, so if you haven't watched Steven Universe Future yet...
Do I need to turn on the spoiler alert?
No. This is my warning to people. I guess.
Okay.
If you haven't watched Steven Universe Future, but you've watched Steven, I don't know why you stopped, or you want to continue Steven now that, everything's died down so you can watch it without crazy rabid people. Future gets really dark, and if you don't like things that tackle, like, immense PTSD and mental health things, you may not like this because, God, it touches on that more than the main show did in its entire, 5-year run.
Yeah, pretty much.
There was an episode that me and Max watched when he was visiting, I think for my birthday, and we watched it, and I was kind of, stunned in silence until we went to dinner because it was just holy fucking... Oh my God. That episode spoke to me!
Was it the episode where Steven went to Connie's mom?
Yes, it was the hospital.
Yeah, that one was hard to sit through because I was like, "Yo, this shit is getting deep."
I had people tweet at me when that episode came out because I didn't see it immediately because Vegas, and people were like, "Hey, Chrissy, this episode may hit you hard. Why is that, good old friends?" Oh. The show's demographic is for people like me. Damaged. Just with the fucking Steven Universe font. Damaged. No, the show is so good. And yeah, I'm not going to say it's perfect. There were certain things where I'm kind of like, something else could have been put in this place. But I understand, the really more goofy episodes in the beginning were probably just to give you a false sense of security. Because then things got dark. They got really dark. Oh my God. And, okay, now we can put on the spoiler warning.
We actually want one. Okay.
All three of us have seen this.
Okay.
I'm fucking sick of people complaining about how the finale happened. Why did everyone want people to beat up Steven?
People wanted Steven to get beaten up?
Yeah, because people were like, oh, they solved the day with a hug. It's like, the kid was having an emotional breakdown. Did you want them to beat him up?
They seriously wanted Steven to get beaten up at the
I've
end.
seen so many video essays saying how the ending was bad because they hugged Steven.
Yeah, but
what?
so the question.
Such a weird criticism.
So I take it that it's less about they want to see Steven up. They were just unsatisfied that they have a giant ass monster, and instead of fighting it is a hugging. It's a group hug. That's probably where the disappointment came from. But it's still like.
Haven't you ever seen Steven Universe?
Yeah, I mean they have a lot of action, but it besides all the action, it always comes down to love and hugging and stuff.
Also, here's the fucking thing, and this is real talk, fucking... The hug didn't fix Steven. It was just the thing that depowered him. Because then they show that it's been 6 months and he's been in therapy. The thing was the first step. The hug didn't completely fix everything. It just made him fucking finally cry so his healing tears would work. Motherfucker.
She's so...
No, it makes me genuinely angry because it's I think people that have 2 brain cells would have realized during that entire run that the show was showing that Steven was having a fucking massive manic depressive episode and also having a very bad sense of fallen angel syndrome because he's just I can't be perfect because everyone has fucking given him positive reinforcement for constantly doing actions because that's the thing. The greatest thing about Steven Universe Future is that it recontextualizes so much of the original show because we root for Steven being basically a martyr in most of the original show for being a kid going through everything that he went through. And then in Steven Universe Future, it was oh yeah, there's actually ramifications to that because he spent his entire childhood taking care of basically adults. And that fucks with a kid.
Yeah, yeah.
And you want him to get beaten up?
I mean, there was that episode where Steven was hanging out with his dad, and he was mad at his dad because he didn't really have a childhood.
Well, yeah, because his dad decided to go the completely opposite route of how he was raised, which was super restrictive by being super laissez-faire, so Steven had no structure in his life.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, that's a great point. This show is so... I love this show. The show's so good. And, like, I understand completely... I guess you could turn off the
I just was about to ask, are we still spoiler talking?
I can completely understand why people have been adverse to watching Steven. The fandom is fucking nuts. But it's calmed down. And I would argue it's basically as bad as any other fandom. Ponies are just as bad.
Yeah.
But, like...
Have you heard of Sherlock fans?
Have you heard of Voltron fans? Where they will hold information on the show hostage unless you make a character gay?
Wait, what?
No. Oh yeah, there's
What?
actually no, for the DreamWorks Voltron.
Yes.
Someone who was on a studio tour, like took a bunch of pictures of information stuff and threatened to leak a bunch of stuff about the next season unless they made a ship that they wanted happen.
Okay. All right.
I mean, the show went down the drain, but
There's a reason a lot of studios don't do studio tours anymore for the animation stuff. Luckily.
Wait,
But
super
But no,
Hulok.
I can completely understand why
is
some
Super?
people would be adverse to watching Steven. It's a lot. But it's a lot of good.
Yeah.
And Future is just such a good show that it's worth going back and watching, because obviously it's an epilogue show. You kind of need to know what happened. Or else the show would not have nearly as much of an impact upon you. Like, the movie, I would argue, you can watch self-contained without having seen the original show. I mean, the whole beginning musical number talks about stuff. But, no, you have to watch Steven to watch Future. But Future is so good, and I can't believe it's already been gone for a fucking year.
Time moves swiftly.
I know, it's just... Oh, Super Hulok. Fuck that noise. I don't want to go back to Tumblr. Get me out of here.
What the hell is Super Hulok? What is
It's the mega Trinity fandom between Supernatural, Doctor Who, and Sherlock fans. Super Hulok.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
here's the thing. Supernatural, I never even watched a single episode, so I might have gotten hooked if I ever checked it out. Doctor Who, it fizzled out for me with the latest Doctor. Sadly, the writing just went like down the drain. Sadly, I loved the run up until that point, even with all the Moffat shit that he pulled. Because Jesus, Stephen Moffat. And yeah, Sherlock, I will also admit, I was on the hype train for the first season. I still had my rose-petaled glasses on the second season, but for the third season I was like, that's actually not, I don't feel it anymore. I don't know why. I wasn't smart enough to figure out how it went down.
Do we
but
call it seasons when it's like three episodes?
It was released
Like-
as seasons, so yeah, I guess. Anyways,
But yeah,
final word on
my final word is
watch.
watch it, and if you've already watched it, give it another watch through. I think it's always good to return to media, especially impactful media like this one, and see where you are now watching it. And I honestly think that with the tumultuous year that everyone has faced since the show ended, because the show ended like right when pandemic started,
Yeah.
and everyone has had their own sense of mental strain watching it now, they may feel validated with some things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then, I guess, Wolfhead, do you want to go next?
Oh, sure. Let me just reach over here.
Okay.
We're doing media, right?
Yes, so I want to hear what you have to say about Robo Recall.
Oh, you have a VR headset.
Yes, this is a VR headset. While I was in Vegas, Melee pulled out something called the Oculus Quest 2. And I played the Oculus Quest 2. I was dancing with a robot. But I don't want to talk about that. What I do want to talk about is the fact that a day later, me and her boyfriend was in Best Buy looking for Oculus Quest 2s of our own. It took us 24 hours to make up our minds and be like, I think I want the Oculus Quest 2. I don't know if Golden is here. He might be in chat. He might be lurking. But if he is here or if he watches...
He's probably asleep.
Okay, well, if he ever sees this episode, I'm happy to report that virtual reality has come a long way since the fucking Virtual Boy. This game is called Robo Recall, and I have it on my Oculus. It's such a fun fucking game that it should be illegal to have this much fun. This is a game where I guess I could tell you about the story a little bit.
There is a story? I just see...
Yeah, that's why I have this face right now, because the main selling point of this game is the gameplay. So I guess the story is like, it's pretty generic. It's like, it's the future, robots are walking around, something happens to the robots that makes them turn evil. Bleh. It's really generic. So... But the main selling point is the gameplay. You are, I guess, an agent or a cyborg of your own, and you are tasked with recalling these robots. And by recalling, they mean pulling out pistols, pulling out shotguns, grabbing robots, and throwing them into other robots to recall them. Basically, you got to shoot them and blow them the hell up, right?
Yeah.
So I want to talk about like the mechanics of this game. With most VR like shoot 'em up games, you reach to your sides and you pull out pistols. You can double shoot pistols. You can reach over your shoulder and pull out a one-handed shotgun from either side of your shoulders. You can pull the trigger and blow the robot all to bits. If a robot shoots at you, you can grab the bullet out of mid-fucking air
the bullet
and fling it back at the robot. You can grab the robot.
Fantasy.
Yes, it makes me feel like it makes me feel like a big man, Keyframe. When I when I play this game, I feel a lot stronger than I actually am.
This game to the guy who was at my at the assisted pull-up machine.
So yeah, you can fling robots. Yeah, you can grab.
Oh yeah, there was a bullet. I saw it.
Yeah, you can grab the bullet out of thin air. You can juggle the robot up in the air. You can grab a robot, throw the robot at another robot. It's an arcade VR robot shoot 'em game, and the whole point is to get your score as high as possible. I'm having some trouble doing that because I suck at shooting games. I sucked at shooting games before, but that was on controller. Now that you have like VR shit going on, you have to make sure that you have steady aim and that you are aiming at the thing that you are shooting at. Turns out I'm not really good at that, but I'm still having a lot of fun. I would recommend buying the Oculus Quest 2 if Robo Recall sounds like a fun time to you. It doesn't cost as much as I thought it was going to. It cost $400. I thought it was going to cost like $800. But for the technology that's in here, it's pretty fucking good.
Compared to how VR systems used to cost, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, so that was my media.
That's a little bit. Yeah, there's a little bit more space in the new flat. Let's see if it actually in practice turns out additional space as I imagine it or as I hope it is. Who knows? Maybe I go down this path because that's definitely what I need. More video games to waste time on.
It's fun, dude.
I believe it.
Like, there's a difference between playing those.
You would get better usage out of a DDR, Matt.
Yeah. No, I have played a demo once, like years ago, in a computer store where it was like you have a shield hand and a pistol hand, or depending on how you hold it, you either activate an energy shield or you can double wield and whatnot. And you were just standing in place, and drones were coming up and shooting. I loved it. It was great. Like shield up, and I was there.
Stuff is fun.
Yeah, it is. So
Hey, Max, you got a raider.
I got a rate. Wait, what? Oh!
Somebody is rating with a party of 10.
Eno Trash. His name sounds familiar.
Oh, it's Will's fiance. Hi, Inu.
Ah!
Oh, shit.
Hello there.
Welcome, guys.
Yes, welcome to the show, and welcome
yes,
to the worst
Max.
part where I talk about my media.
Okay, I know this media too, so I can add to it.
That's good. Save me, because something ended last week, and we watched it on Monday, and it was good. Spoilers. The rerun of the reboot of DuckTales came to a conclusion far too soon. I mean, they could have gone on for longer. It still felt good to
Better
all
to
the
die
way.
early as a hero than live to see yourself become the villain.
Absolutely. I'm pretty sure we talked about this during with the first season already a few years back, and now now I guess we can revisit it. That it's over. I went with this picture. If you haven't watched it already yet, don't look too detailed at this picture because it is very spoilery if you're not up to date with it. But it's it's like they added a bunch of characters over, and I mean there was this thing where they kept introducing more and more characters from all the classic Saturday morning cartoons.
Basically making the Disney afternoon verse.
Yeah, basically turning it all into one. And allegedly there are already spin-offs coming from the DuckTales reboot.
Specifically, they're making a Darkwing show on Disney Plus. Though I don't know if it's the same creative team. All I know is that Seth Rogen's apparently an executive producer, which is okay, cool. Yeah, so there's my one criticism, but that would mean I would have to turn on the spoiler alarm for 1 minute.
I guess I can turn it on for 1 minute to get your thing out of the system.
They didn't bring back Negaduck before the series ended. They had that big reveal at the end of the first Darkwing episode with, "You want dark and gritty, huh? Happy to play the part." But he never came back!
That's true, actually.
No.
That is true. Not
He's
even...
just in the sewers.
Yeah, not even as... I mean, they had such a big villain lineup, not even as one of the henchmen. I mean, while we're on spoilers, they brought back a bunch of villains. Like, there was the big super villain plot by Fowl, and then they brought in smaller villains. Brainwashed. They had brainwashed villains as their minions. By the way, still calling bullshit that they got Magica Dispel as a brainwashed minion. I mean, hello, she is top tier villain. She has magic. But they could have easily included him. No idea why they didn't.
I don't know. I'm guessing time constraints or something.
Maybe.
But that made me think of, why wasn't he working with like Taurus or something?
Yeah, exactly.
In the Darkwing special.
They had
that was my spoilery thing because I only realized that later on, and I was like,
true.
Wait.
Yeah. Okay, but back out of the spoilerverse into the general talking about. So. Yeah, with a series finale like this, it's always like the big question: like, is it a good wrap up? How does it feel on a conclusion aspect? I mean, I recall I already hinted at it earlier that Voltron, I was head over heels when with the DreamWorks Voltron for the first season. I fell in love. The second season, I was in denial, and after that, I kept watching it to the very end, and it just became weaker and weaker, and the ending was just shit. The ending felt super unfulfilling. And then you had other shows that recently ended, like She-Ra, where I have to say I liked how they've wrapped it up at the ending, leaving a little bit of a door open for potential spin-offs and follow-ups. But overall, it felt like the arc that the show itself was about neatly wrapped up. I had a very satisfied feeling. And yeah, now we are here at DuckTales. I mean, I kind of already said it in the beginning that, I liked this show finale as well. They basically
giving everyone a spotlight at least once.
Yes. And the thing was also they managed to bring back, at least as a glimpse, a lot of characters. I mean, I found it a little bit contrived how they were able to show many characters where I'm like, do they really make sense to be part of the supervillain's plan? But it was a nice narrative device to give us one last look at some of them, which would otherwise not have made it in the finale. Yeah, it was basically also kind of, I mean, they mostly set up the plot for the third season at the end of the second season, but they also made it in a way that even stuff from the first season still kind of ended up paying off for the finale. I just say the three financial, the financial advisors, the three that came around surprisingly. I was actually during the second season, I was kind of wondering what happened there, and now they actually brought it up. They wrapped it up nicely.
They know how to dot their I's and cross their T's. Like,
yeah.
They really didn't leave many stones unturned.
That's true.
Even stuff that seems inconsequential.
Yeah. They still managed, even in the very last episode, to bring back some more characters where I recall we were watching it and Key was already like, oh my god, those is them! And I'm like, okay, I never even knew of them. And you remembered even the names of those characters. And you were like, missing character. And I'm like, what? And then, yeah, to leave it completely vague. To leave it completely vague.
There's a certain sector of Donald Duck characters.
Okay.
That how they introduce them and how they incorporate into this world is actually really fucking smart. Like, I was just like, wait, how did they do that? But there's one addition to the Disney afternoon verse that they did at the end where me and you were like, I can't believe they did that, where you heard the music and it was like, wait, that's... Can I turn on the spoiler?
Do I have to turn the spoiler on again? Okay, guys, sorry, spoilers again.
When Manny, the stone horse, became his...
Oh, yes!
Gargoyles theme, and that was basically Goliath because they got Keith David back.
Yes, they turned... Oh, right, I forgot about this.
Which I want to know. Is there a Gargoyles thing happening that they couldn't use actually Goliath, or were they just
they just tried to tie it in. They didn't really they hadn't time to tie it in as its own storyline, and they were like, hey, we have one stone character. But yeah,
it was so great because when we were watching it, Max was actually the one to pick it up, being like, wait, that's the Gargoyles theme.
Yeah,
right.
But yeah, spoilers off.
Yeah, but that was great.
Yes. Good stuff. But yeah, so as it comes to show finales, at least, as you said before, better kill it while it's still good before having it live long enough to become shit. And they wrapped it up nicely, and they left you with enough appetite for more that allows for spin-offs or whatever. I mean, there are certain characters where I'm like, you just established something, give me more, please! And
that's most of the Darkwing verse for me.
Oh no, I was more thinking about Fenton. Oh yeah, and they just introduced it, then they took it away from us, and then in the finale they were like, yeah, it's still going, but you don't get it because the show is over.
I mean,
you can write fan fictions about it.
The entire Darkwing Gizmo Duck thing is very funny.
Yes.
Because Drake just refuses to...
Do I have to turn on his...
No, it's not. Well, everyone who's watched the show knows that everyone knows that Fenton is Gizmo Duck. That is, like, the joke of Fenton. But Drake doesn't know it. Like, that's been a joke since the Darkwing special, so that's not a spoiler. But they really make it funny. I will say... in the least spoilery way possible, they did this storyline with Launchpad.
Yeah, that was
genuinely
weird.
Confused about, which I was like, did something happen in a previous episode that made him really insecure?
I don't know.
Because the last time that they did something with Launchpad, I felt like was the Darkwing special, because I don't think he had like a main character credit in any other episode that wasn't him just flying the plane and being funny.
But maybe my theory about it is that they wanted to give him a bit more spotlight in the last episode because he's still a member of the main cast, and they needed to come up with something. That's my theory. That's why they did what they did, because they didn't have a better idea. This is a very sad explanation and kind of cynical, but I also have no better explanation for what we both observed.
The resolution that they had with it was good, and it did show like how much of an impact Launchpad had on the show.
Did he really?
It's I mean, he actually did help a lot of characters.
It's
if it wasn't
true.
for him, Gizmo, especially with Gizmo Duck and Darkwing.
Yeah, with those two I agree.
He basically helped most superheroes on the show, because he also helped Lunara, whatever her name was, alien chick, alien lesbian. But like, you know, that was just the one thing where I was like, why? I think I was saying that while we were watching. Is like, why is Launchpad so sad?
Yeah. But yeah, we launched DuckTales, now concluded with 3 seasons. I believe it's not yet on Disney Plus, but the moment it drops on Disney Plus, and if you have Disney Plus and you haven't checked it out, go there and check it out. It's a really worthy, modernized reboot of a show. It has a lot of love in it, creativity, and it's also visually very nicely done. Great acting overall. Beautiful package with a bow tie on top. So check this shit out.
It's really good. I mean, up till the first half of season 3 is on Disney Plus if you want to watch it legally.
At least in America, I guess. I have to check how German Disney Plus is. Because, now I want to go back and rewatch it. Then again, I have a VPN. Not VPN allows you to access...
Stop.
We are not sponsored. Welcome to the least sponsored podcast on the internet.
Wait, why is there another... I wanted to just put it on screen now, but there's another update running. Fuck's sake, it has updates running 3 times in a row. This is getting ridiculous.
How dare that they constantly are updating to give you the best service.
If they would, I mean, most of the time I actually have it turned off because it slows my internet down ridiculously. Which is like, first it doesn't, and then suddenly, I'm not sure if you have actually an amount you can use, and then they throttle you.
Maybe, I don't know.
I because at this rate, I basically don't use it anymore actively, which is not the point of a VPN. So, kind of fuck NordVPN. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm too stupid. Maybe it's my internet provider who fucks me over, and I just blame NordVPN. But then again, I don't have those speed issues when I have not turned on the VPN. And the moment I turn it off, everything is fine again. Even if I use it within Germany. So even if I not even try to get some other countries going. So, anyways, we are already pretty late. So let's get in some questions.
Yeah, can I just say, while you're finding our obligatory Twitter question, Coppercap, I understand why you put the Just a Friend Biz Marquee song in the AWKWARDCast chat. Why did you put the Your Favorite Martian cover of it? Why did you just put the original? Why did you put the shitty YouTuber cover?
Wow. I mean, admittedly, I like Favorite Martian for the original songs. I wasn't even aware that they did covers, but... Well,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I never like their cover music, but, like, I mean... It just seems so inexplicable. Is that the first one that pops up when you type in Just a Friend? I wouldn't be surprised.
Could be.
But yes, what's our obligatory Twitter question?
We actually have 2. Let's maybe start with the guest-specific one by our always dancing on 2 weddings, passionate question asker. This is a German saying. I'm pretty sure there's a double dipping. Maybe our double dipping questionnaire. Anyways, it's Enigma for Wolfhead only. Please enrich us with what it's like in a detailed fashion, a regular classic day as Wolfhead, and all the nuggets sprinkled throughout that day.
Oh God!
Is this some kind of insider?
Yeah. Is this an inside joke? This feels inside.
What's happening with nuggets throughout your life?
It's an inside joke. It's a legitimate question.
Okay.
It's just that I went, oh God, because I'm like, a day in the life of Wolfhead is not like fucking MTV Cribs. I don't wake up in like, I don't know, a pile of money. I mean, drive my $5,000 sports car. You know,
I don't know. Look at today. You woke up. Literally, the first thing you do is on this top tier podcast. I mean, if this is an average day in your life, I mean, bro.
Okay, I'll tell you what happened today. I fell asleep at 6 a.m. Because my roommate is going to move in at the beginning of next month, and I can't sleep in there anymore. I decided to sleep on my floor. So I wake up on the floor with my phone next to me, and I'm like, okay, what time is it? Because I got to get up just in time for the AWKWARDCast. I still got 30 minutes. I'm going to sleep a little longer. I still got 20 minutes. I'm going to close my eyes a little longer. I got 5 minutes. All right, time to get up. Fuck. All right, wash my face. Where's the coffee maker? Oh, it's over there. What time is it exactly? Okay, sit at my computer. And then I sit here, and then I'm on the AWKWARDCast forever until time stops. But time never stops, does it?
No.
Turns out the AWKWARDCast has been canceled for 20 years.
Yes.
Wolfhead's just still sitting there.
Wolf still sits there, coffee cold by now. Roommate has already moved out again.
Twitch has been bought by fucking Google, Disney, Ocean Plus.
Google, Disney.
Yeah, the question.
Twitch has been bought by Google, Disney, Amazon.
Yeah,
the biggest monopoly on the planet.
The question is not when. The question is not if they're eating each other. The question is who eats whom first.
Who's the bigger fish?
Exactly.
I love this comment, though, in the Twitch chat, but you are such a riveting and exciting individual. I can't tell if he's joking or if that is sincere.
I can't tell sometimes either. Because, let me tell you, this may be very hard to believe, chat. You may want to sit down. Are you sitting? Okay, good. Our lives are not interesting at all.
She's right. She's extremely right, yeah.
Like, if we just kind of get up, do the work we have to do, play video games, or watch stuff, sometimes eat and go to bed. That is usually our normal lives. We are not interesting.
I think Enigma really is sincere about it, Wolf. I know it's hard to tell in written form, but I mean, like...
Texts don't have tone.
Exactly. I mean, there is this, like, I believe it's even a Ryan George sketch where everybody's, like, talking is this... or I'm thinking of the character from Lego Movie 2, like, where they are, like, completely sincere, but they use this kind of like tone that you are like, wait, are you sincere? Wait, are you ironic or sincere? I'm super sincere. Like, what? I'm getting mixed messages.
I don't know, man.
Anyways.
Maybe it's something in my personality or how I present myself that makes me seem more interesting than I actually am. If that is the case, I'm sorry for lying to you, but
I mean,
it's just I'm just not like what Key said. We're not that interesting. If you think I'm interesting, I appreciate it.
To maybe come from my point of view, like there is a reason why we kept you in the show, why we like bringing you back to the show, why the two of us hang out for hours playing creepy, weird, sexy games. Or we also played Monster Prom. No, you are at least a very fun personality to be around. Even if your life is boring as fuck, you as a person are
an interesting life, but an interesting personality.
Exactly. That's the thing.
I would say we all have interesting personalities.
Yeah, I can't speak for myself since. I'm literally. Pale, white, German system administrator wearing a gray flannel shirt. How much more boring can you be?
I think you're interesting. I don't know what that says about me.
Anyways, next question on Discord. Let's not go into your taste of man.
We do that every day with the FMK. Every week. Not every day. Every day is just my own personal judgment.
True.
I like this week's FMK, but yeah, continue.
Oh shit.
I haven't read it yet, actually.
Oh shit, me neither. But yeah, normal question from Discord.
Let's see. I want to kill ferrets asks. #AskAwkward. Did you ever hate a teacher so much that you wanted to strangle them? I guess your least favorite teacher story? I guess it could be a way to reformat that into a not homicidal way.
Least favorite.
I have had my share of bad teachers. Like,
Ugh.
I think
Here's
everyone
the-
has had. Yeah.
Here's the thing. In high school, I was pretty much a class clown. So, like, whenever the teachers got mad at me, I deserved it. So, I'm having a tough time thinking.
I mean, I know my answer.
I have one that is actually by proxy, because I usually got along with the vast majority of teachers. But I had one where I just felt like, by proxy, like, oh my god. So I believe it was actually our German teacher. So our German teacher, for some reason, she loved me and she hated my buddy Jan. And we happened to sit next to each other in her class. And she's going around and she's first coming by me. And it's like, and she's going around to check the homework, if we all did our homework. And she comes to me and I'm like, I'm sorry, I actually didn't read it, and therefore I didn't write down the summary we were supposed to do. And she's like, Max, this is not good. But okay. Moves on to Jan. Jan, yeah, I don't have it either. Oh, of course! Loud, so for the entire class, like, of course, Mr. Smith has not done his homework again! And I'm sitting there like, I'm feeling so bad for you, buddy, but I just have to shut up because
My friend, my one and only friend, no!
I'm sorry, but survival of the fittest, buddy. Just, you know.
I mean, she had an irrational hate for him, and she had an irrational fondness for me. So this was known in the class that she hated him. So there was nothing I could do.
I don't like your face. Your face is all right. I like you. It's like the director chick from BoJack who really liked Todd, like the
Chucky. Oh, you cheeks.
Oh no, yeah, I can just eat you. Like, but mine was my French teacher. Oh God, Madame Roach. Her last name was actually Roach. Like a cockroach.
That's not a good sign. Right off the bat, I would be super suspicious. I would be like, I don't think I'm gonna like you.
Is she a super villain escaped from a cartoon? Madame Roach.
She had like the Edna Mode, like bob haircut kind of thing. She looked like
somebody draw Madame Roach the super villain. I want this as out of the week next week.
Okay, let me give you a little bit of a mental picture. Imagine this kind of tall, pencil thin woman with a black bob haircut, and she just wanted to be a college professor, but instead just teaches in a high school in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, I can see the bitterness.
Oh, and here's the thing, is that so my French class was a college accredited course. Like, you got college credits for doing this class in high school. And I genuinely liked French. I liked learning French and everything. I liked it more than Spanish. I just did not like her. And it was very well known, the household I was from, let's just put it like that. And I would forget my English to French dictionary because, well, I would sometimes just not be home when going to school. And we had extras in the fucking classroom, and she refused to ever give me one, being like, you should just remember it. It's like, I wasn't home. I couldn't be at my home. And she was just such she treated these junior high to high school kids like they were college students. And I'm not saying treat kids like kids, you know, like don't baby them, but she just had she was like the worst college professor, but she was at a high school, which made it worse. And she wondered why she never got any like Teacher of the Year awards or anything. You wonder when it's fucking finals week and you give like a mountain of homework. No, I need to focus on fucking calculus, Roach. I can't focus on you right now. Je n'ai besoin d'un. Like, no, I don't want that.
Madame Roach demands you to do your homework, or else.
I really want someone to draw art of Madame Roach. I want the artist in the chat
She
to
also
do that.
was that type of foreign language teacher which will just refuse important things outright unless you say it in the language of her class. Like, we had a kid who needed to go to the nurse because they hurt themselves. Like, they tripped and fell and they thought they sprung their ankle or something, and they were like, Roach, can I go to the nurse? And it's like, you have to say it in French.
What? That's like, hey, can I go to the bathroom? May I go to the bathroom? It's like, fuck off. You know what I mean.
But actually being hurt, like there is some care responsibility on a teacher's end. Like if a kid can't hold their pee, then this is maybe a life lesson to learn. But if it's already hurt, let the poor child go to the nurse.
I feel so bad for some kids because some kids were like really hard of hearing, and a lot of our tests were like she says the word and you have to write down like the translation, and it's like she wouldn't repeat herself. It's like, oh, you poor kids, that's not your fault. That's a processing disorder that she's not. Teacher, I'm missing an arm. You have to say it in Spanish, por favor. But yeah, so that was my worst teacher. What about you, Wolf?
We stalled long enough for you.
Oh boy, I can't think of anything, but I'll tell you a story about when I got in trouble and fucking deserved it.
Okay.
We were sitting in class. This isn't that funny of a story. We were sitting in class, and there was a poster that just kind of like fell, that just kind of like untaped itself from the wall. And I proclaimed loudly, I'm going to throw a pencil at it and knock it off the wall. And then the teacher was like, if you do that, I'm sending you to timeout. Because my high school had the thing called timeout rooms where you would go if you got in trouble. Mm-hmm. So I hear that. I sit there for a solid 5 seconds processing it in my head. And I'm like, okay, if I do this, I'm going to get in trouble. And I throw it anyway. And it knocks the poster clean off the wall, and I go to the timeout room. I don't know. It's a good excuse. It's a good excuse that I was a dumb kid. Probably not, but I'm hoping it is.
How old were you? What is the definition of kid in this scenario?
I was like 17.
That's not a kid. In certain parts of the state, you can get married. You are not a child at that point.
But that's what I did. There was a lot of times where they would be like, Wolf, you're going to get in trouble if you do this. And then proceeds to do it anyway. Like, I would get a warning. It would be like a cartoon or some shit where it's like I would see a stop sign and I would be like,
shiny red button.
Yeah, or like that picture of DW from Arthur, where it's like that picture on his door, and it's like, I can't. Well, that's not gonna stop me. I can't read, and then she just goes in. That's how I was as a teenager. I don't want to talk about those years.
Let's move on. Of course, J-Rock didn't leave us down, and we have a nice would you rather on Twitter. Which is, would you rather be a tutor for Ed, 1D, from Ed, and Eddie, or be a tutor for Patrick from SpongeBob SquarePants? I assume Ed is the slow one from Ed, and Eddie?
Yeah, the tall, slow one.
Okay.
Yes.
It has to be Ed, and Eddie. It has to be, right?
No,
Yeah,
see, here's mine. I would say Patrick, because at least Patrick was somewhat intelligent in the beginning of the show. Like, they're not saying modern SpongeBob. They're just saying SpongeBob. So I could pick the good seasons. So
But did they say Ed from Ed, Ed,
Yeah.
Eddie, or
Yes,
Ed,
yes.
Eddie?
The Ed with one D.
From Ed and Eddie.
Oh, I thought they
Yes.
said Ed, and Eddie, because I was like, at least Double D will fucking
Earn.
Yeah, you pick. Yes, you either tutor the bulbous starfish or you tutor the very slow child. Which, fun fact, they have a lost episode that never aired, which was just titled Special Ed. You can imagine what that episode was about, probably.
Ooh.
Oh, that's not gonna go over well.
Apparently they didn't make it because Danny Antonucci, the creator, said, I quote, "It got too real."
But okay, Keyframe, your answer is Patrick because he was not as bad.
I'm picking Patrick because he wasn't as dense in the earlier season. So I'm just gonna say early season Patrick.
Wolfhead, you were trying to make a case for Ed that you would rather tutor him than Patrick.
Fuck it. I'm gonna still teach Ed. Because like I'm a bigger fan of Ed, and Eddie than I am of SpongeBob. So yeah, I'm gonna still teach Ed. I feel like he'll give me a headache, but it'll be a fun headache. What are you gonna pick?
That's a tricky one.
Shows you didn't watch.
I mean, that's the thing. SpongeBob kind of had a cult status among college kids when I was in college. So I actually watched it. I had it running, and it ran a lot on TV. So I every now and then caught an episode. So I know who Patrick is. While I have
Who does
never.
Your favorite meme. He does the menacingly. Yeah,
but on the other hand, I never watched a single episode of Ed and Eddie, so I literally don't know Ed. So I'm sorry. As I said earlier,
You never watched one episode of Ed and Eddie.
Okay, one, it would have been a little bit after his time, and
fair.
And two, this is just something I've discovered from having a lot of international friends. Cartoon Network was weirdly the thing that got the butt of most localizations.
Could be, yeah. I mean, also Dexter's Lab was not something I was familiar with. Even though I knew it was running in Germany sometimes.
Yeah, like, apparently, like, Christian, Oblivion Fall, in New Zealand, they would only air a little bit of Cartoon Network, and it would be actual Saturday mornings. They did. It took a long time before other countries got dedicated cartoon networks.
I believe that's the thing, yes, because this might have been when all those older Cartoon Network shows were like early hours Saturday morning, like we're talking 6 a.m., 7 a.m. And later they started introducing afternoon cartoons during the week, like for the school kids. So this is when some of the more mainstream anime and stuff came over. So Dragon Ball and Sailor Moon and stuff was actually running at a watchable time in the afternoon. And yeah, then the Cartoon Networks actually came to Germany in the, I believe, completely. Nickelodeon was there very early. Nickelodeon actually had a German
was on
brand.
Top of the localization game, but that's also because Nickelodeon as a network, even in America, was mostly a localization network because the first programming on Nickelodeon wasn't Nicktoons. Like for a long time, it was just shows from Canada.
But yeah, Cartoon Network never had a German brand, so it was cartoons from Cartoon Network getting adapted to other networks. That didn't help. But yeah, I never came around to Ed and Eddie. I heard positive things about it, but so I did about 24 shows that I never got around to watch. So,
wow!
Now,
you guys didn't get a dedicated channel until 2002.
Really? Which one was that?
10 years.
Nickelodeon?
For Cartoon Network. I was looking at the international channels because Cartoon Network launched in 1992. It took for 10 years to get a dedicated Central European Cartoon Network. That's sad. You're sad.
But yeah, so where does this leave me? Do I want to go with the annoying character that I know, or do I want to go for the annoying character I don't know? That's a decision I have to make here. You know what? I maybe I just go with Ed simply because getting to
It'll
learn
be
the
a
new kid.
flavor of annoying.
Exactly, it's a new flavor, and with Patrick, if I get Patrick, I probably will also get SpongeBob, and he has an annoying voice. So next question. Also, I'm done with
What are
Twitter.
you talking about? Okay,
So it's all you.
Here's one. Okay, so we're just gonna do a few because I'm tired.
Yeah, and we also are long. We are already like
Yes. I just glanced at the time and realized that we're actually properly synced again.
We are.
Minks are still a bad influence, says. Happy Holy Week. It's absolutely no different than any other week at this point, since we're all locked up. But anyways, what's a personal right you observe? I guess what is like... I mean, we all know what a right is, right? Like a rule in your moral compass.
You observe.
You observe.
I mean, I see. I don't know if I would say that my personal rule is that you can, as long as people don't get hurt. Like that's my biggest right is like, because I believe, you know, it's the more conservative version of YOLO. You know, live your life.
You only live once.
Yeah, you live your life, do what you want to do. Just don't hurt people. Like, as long as everyone around you is consenting and you actually make an active effort to do the right thing, then that's all you can do. I'm butchering how to say it, but I know it's something that's shared with other people. Because I got that personal right from other people. But I guess the bigger one that I have is personally leave the world a better place than what you came in it. Because I personally believe, even if it's just within my small bubble and the sands of time will wipe that away, I know that I have improved something within my bubble, which in the big picture is something. No matter how big or small, it's something. And so that's my personal belief and right is spend your average lifespan on this earth at least trying to do something good.
Mine would be the same, but like don't hurt people, just don't be an asshole. If you can just not be, yeah, but it depends.
It's a very nuanced thing from do we want to tutor Ed or Patrick?
Yeah, do whatever you want. Leave the world a better place than it was from when you came in, and don't be an asshole. Don't go out of your way to make someone upset just to make them upset. You know, shit like that. That's mine.
Yeah.
Okay, now to not spin a third variation of the same one, because I also...
I mean, I got my first personal right from you. Like, that's something that I adopted from what you talked about.
Could be, because, the mantra that I had, I believe it was actually something that I brought up multiple times on ANY Opinion Counts, was like, everything is cool as long as nobody gets hurt. Which basically is derived from the categorical imperative. But, yeah, to not tread this same path a third time. Another one that I also try to do as well as stay open-minded or be open-minded. Like this is something where I actually try, even though I'm more, you could probably say that I'm more liberal, more left-leaning, whatever you want to call it, especially from the American point of view. I mean, from a European point of view, I'm probably a centrist and not a extreme liberal.
Well, a normal centrist in Europe is a liberal.
I know.
That's why Bernie Sanders, there you go.
Yeah. No, but besides that, I still try to actually follow more right-leaning content producers and explicitly listen to their perspective, to keep an open mind and also not to let myself be completely consumed by an echo chamber, which I already have.
Tunnel vision your worldview to just be a bunch of confirmation bias.
Exactly, but the thing is also that you have to actively seek it out, because social media will all do their darest to actually funnel you, to create echo chambers, because they do create the best interaction and shit, and they keep you on the platform if they keep feeding you more of what you already are here for listen. So that's something that I try. It's a right I do observe. I believe I learned a new phrase.
That's good. I
Okay.
like that. I like that. I like this question that Denim asked. So, hypothetically, the Awkward Cast is now a dating sim game. Which
Uh-oh.
skills does the protagonist, the chat, need to improve to impress you, and what gifts should they give you on your outings? Okay, so
Okay,
we
so
are the courtable. Us three are the courtable
Yes.
characters. What would our I guess like if we're going with Huniepop, what is our preferred gifts and skills?
So I guess the chat is the player. So the viewers
The
are
chat
the
is the
player,
player.
and we are the data. Okay. So which skills does the protagonist need to improve to impress you? Okay.
What are the 6
Empathy.
bubbles, Max?
Oh
are
yeah,
the
the bubble
6 bubbles?
colors.
It's like sexuality, talent,
Flirt.
so on and so forth.
Yeah, there are
Puzzle
4.
tokens are talent, flirtation, passion, romance, and sexuality, and then the
Extra
there's,
ones
like,
are
the sentiment
sentiment
token
and
joy.
Yes. So if we go by Huniepop, then what do you need to do to impress me? If we go by Huniepop logic,
I imagine that
flirtation
you
or
would be,
sexuality?
like- yeah, I guess like
Flirtation or sexuality, probably.
I guess
Probably.
yeah, but I guess would be yours would be on brand. I mean, talent could also be. But
I don't want talent to be that one that I don't want, because I could also appreciate talent.
Oh no, that's definitely.
Oh yeah,
fine.
my least favorite one would then be romantic.
Yeah.
All right.
But I guess mine would be talent, and I guess passion. I don't
The
know.
passion
what would
is
be
no,
the-
it's just the 4: flirtation, romance, talent, and sexuality. Passion is actually a multiplier.
Oh.
Oh, you're
Well,
right.
I don't,
You're right.
I don't know what's the because I don't want to say romance is the equivalent of being empathetic. Because that would, in a dating sim, that would be the skill to get me is just being sympathetic or empathetic of situations.
Sounds still more like
Understanding.
romance is probably more down those lines. While what?
Ew.
What?
Ew, I don't like that. I
No,
don't
but
like
from
that.
among the 4 skills, I would say, given
Among
how
the
it
4
gets
skills, I
used in the
guess.
show, how it gets used within the game, it's probably more that. While flirtatious is more the playful, like flirtiness, while sexuality is like banging, and talent is for the people who actually are looking for something else, like now who are the talent characters? Brooke, Lola, and a third one.
Ollie?
Nope,
If I
Polly was
may-
flirtation, I believe. Anyways, yes, please, Wolf.
If I may, we also need to come up with special gifts that we would get in the game. So, like, what is something that someone will give you that will just make your heart go all aflutter?
Can I say no gifts? Because that would just be real life.
I mean, it is specifically the friendly
What if
gesture, like
somebody-
something that's not a gift, like friendly gesture as a special gift to give you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
What if
yeah,
somebody
I,
gave you some art supplies? Wouldn't that
Probably.
Be like,
That'd be
No, that's the.
Or some
that'd be
cosplay.
nice, but the-
Yeah, but or some cosplay stuff, like a fancy new wig.
yeah.
Oh, I need a new wig.
See?
But no, but like, I guess the gift for me would be like a handwritten letter. Cause to me, when people actually like write me messages and stuff, that's just nice. That's honestly the best gift. This is my birthday cast all over again. I like nice gestures instead of like actual, which is very ironic given the person I am when it comes to gift giving.
But yeah.
So sorry. But
I
yeah, I
can't
guess
think of
mine
any
would be
gifts.
mine would be a handwritten letter or a bottle of wine. Like there you go. There's mine.
All right.
I mean, to break it down to, since it's always like, this might be a gift for an old-fashioned girl. This might be a gift for a classy girl. So a classy woman. So these are the descriptors. So trying to think what would be my descriptor, since we established earlier I'm a narcissist, so this might be a good
mirror?
gift for a narcissistic. Yeah, that's the thing. I have a different level of narcissism. It's not like that I like to stare into the mirror like actual narciss.
I was just about to say, like, a good gift for you would be like a marble statue of yourself.
Potentially, yeah, something like this.
A drawing of your ferret.
Or that, or just a very sleek, nice sitting suit. Something like this. I'm also like, I like myself. I like
you look good.
Exactly.
Something to make you look good.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And Wolf, what about you?
A new tie.
I don't know. I was about to ask you guys, like, could you guys like come up with like gifts for me? Because like based on what you know about me, because I can't think of anything.
What would be the
I'm interested in what the chat and you guys
okay.
think a perfect
Okay,
gift
so we have to romance Wolfhead.
Okay.
10,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Really?
You know what makes that so bad is because like before I asked that question, I was like, what if someone just gives me a diamond play button in the game?
Hell, there we go. There's your gift,
so like he is on the right track. So yeah.
I mean, like I guess besides that, maybe like computer equipment.
Yeah, like you just got the Oculus, so maybe
I'll get you a stream deck.
Oh, a stream deck, yeah, like streaming equipment, a bigger hard drive, probably. I'd love that. Yeah,
a nice futon, so the next time you sleep on the floor, it's at least more comfy.
Yeah, futon that comes out of my dresser somehow.
You know what? There's your gift, is an Amazon gift card. So for the guy who wants to just take care of himself.
That sounds so bad. Anyways, next question. We have 5 minutes left.
I know. I'm going to go to the FMK now.
Yes. Sounds about the right time.
God, why do questions like that just make us look bad?
Because that's the show we are doing for 170 episodes.
Oh yeah, happy 170 episodes.
I'm on
just
the
like
170th
Moses parting
episode?
the Red Seas.
I believe so, yeah.
Oh shit. I'm happy.
So Tia Supportive Fanboy asks, fetishes. They exist in many forms and fashions, and despite there being way too many erotic ones to truly choose from, I think these three will settle the matter of the context of such subjects. So with that, fuck, marry, kill fantastic fetishes. Feet, boobs, and thighs. I'm disappointed! You have the internet with fetishes and you pick just body parts? Like, this is so fucking vanilla. Like,
I mean,
Jesus.
He's building up to it.
Because he didn't go with some of the more, let's say, risque fetishes. Is that the complaint here, Keyframe?
This is the complaint here, Wolfhead. I want to be embarrassed. I'm not embarrassed by these. Also, is boobs really a fetish?
Boobs are not a fetish. I'll give you that. Boobs are not a fetish.
It's a secondary sexual characteristic. Like, that is a thing that people who are swinging towards the people who have boobs are attracted to. Even people who aren't attracted to women can find boobs to be an attractive feature.
Oh, Wolf, we definitely... Wait, who is first and who is second today?
I want to go first.
You always go first. I mean third and third. Second and third.
The question was who was second and third today.
Yes,
so who gets fucked over?
Yes.
Chat, help. While Wolfhead picks his, remind us who was last episode.
Because
I think it was me who was last episode.
Could be. So that you can set me up for. Should be last.
I don't know. Oh, A&Y would be last.
No, should be. Should be. He says should be.
Yes. Then what do you mean should be? I'm not. We decided to do a turn-based format. You're gonna get fucked over.
Anyways,
today,
Wolf,
boy.
you go. Fuck, marry, kill.
We'll talk more about this later.
Feet, boobs, tights. I'm not entirely sure.
Obviously. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
No, it's like a question how we actually do this. How do you fuck a fetish? Do you fuck
Well, I
the
mean,
feet? Literally? Do you marry the feet?
There is such thing as like foot jobs and stuff.
I know, but
It's-
how is it? The question is, do you kill the fetish? Does this mean? What does killing feet mean? That all feet get removed from all people? That's like
we just become fucking Bratz dolls where they
footless
just have
society.
nuts.
killing all thighs,
Everyone
killing
gets
all
top
boobs.
surgery or like fucking
Yes.
no
so
one has
so
legs.
that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, do you kill not the object of the fetish, but do you kill the fetish so that it can no longer be fetishized?
Free.
It is no longer sexy. That's the thing. If you kill it, it can no longer be sexy. If you marry it, this is the only thing you're allowed to find sexy. And if you fuck it, it's a one-time sexy.
Well, yeah.
Well, regardless, I'm gonna kill feet. I can't get into feet.
No.
I understand because feet is like a fetish that's like a specific body part that's not boobs or butt or it's like
I like
it's
your
like
position
armpits.
here.
Wait, what?
Oh my god. No, I just like your position of holding your tit and then also pointing to your ass. it's just very funny given your camera's perspective right now.
No. So yeah, what was I trying to say?
You never ever want to see feet being sexy again?
For me or like yeah, for me and the entire population. Fuck it, let's go the entire population. I have eliminated the foot fetish from the human psyche. No one finds feet sexy anymore. Foot jobs on search on Pornhub will yield 0 results because it is such like
so
a
wrong.
taboo subject that nobody is into it anymore. In fact, if you search up foot job on Pornhub, a message just pops up that goes, "The fuck is wrong with you?"
Yeah, basically.
It's just people doing pumice stone scrubs of feet. It's completely safe. But okay, so you deleted foot fetish from the world. So
Okay.
now you have your fuck and your marry. Also, apparently, you were last week.
Okay,
Matt,
so you get I get to screw you over if I can even. I mean, both of us have to now either marry or fuck feet. So feet were already the easy kill. But yeah, okay. Now the more interesting part.
So,
who do you marry?
Yeah,
who do
you marry and who do you fuck?
Oh boy,
What's your all-time fetish that you never want to get rid of, and what is your fetish that you really want to have this one time, like you really want to get in there?
I'm gonna fuck boobs, but only because I want to marry thighs. I love thighs. I think thighs are great.
Damn it, you stole my marriage.
Key's gonna have to marry. Well, one of you are gonna have to marry feet.
No.
Yes.
I don't like Max's pondering face right now because
I have a very strokeable beard right now.
God,
Okay, so you know, I'm gonna fuck boobs
Because you want to marry thighs.
because I want to marry thighs. Also, I can appreciate a boob job. Yeah, sure, why not?
I mean,
Either way,
I feel like
either way, it's skin on skin. I don't get the appeal, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm marrying thighs because
It's just your honest answer.
it's just
It's just honest.
It's just like what he really wants.
All right.
Okay.
Max, please make this quick. I can only wince so much in one show.
Okay, so now to everybody's surprise. Oh wait, this is a really surprise. But I guess I will go there anyways.
Are you gonna kill boobs?
I'm gonna kill boobs.
Hell yeah!
Wait, so you really want to marry those boobs? Because you are right now.
I mean, I don't mind marrying boobs, but I'm also someone who prefers smaller chests anyway, so that I can see the killing boobs option.
Wait, does this mean that I then have to marry feet? Shit, I rotated it in the bad... Yeah, it does. I rotated it in the bad way. But I guess it's no takesies backsies, so I have to deal with it. Yeah, but I still go ahead and I kill the boobs because everybody who watched yesterday's Huniepop 2 stream with Wolfhead Brony, or the later upload on my Let's Play channel, episode 12 or 13, will it be, I assume? I had a revelation. I mean, not really a revelation, but it was... like me doubling down on what I kind of already knew about myself, that I am a connoisseur of the lighter equipped lady, the slimmer variety.
The more aerodynamic.
Yes, exactly.
The more aerodynamic.
Yeah,
so it's true.
So I am. It still hurts kind of to say. Can I really kill the boob? I don't know. I do like a nice pair of boobs.
Well, I mean, like in this situation, they're just, you know what?
I guess maybe I could actually kill the size better. Okay.
No, I have an altruistic way that you can kill the boob fetish.
Oh, really?
Because if you're killing the fetishization of boobs, then women can just walk around topless whenever they want. There's no double standard anymore.
Yeah, but then I will also not. But then they are not fetishizable anymore. Therefore, I will. I mean, yeah, it's a very altruistic answer. That's true. But I also will not get to enjoy it.
Reason for killing.
Yeah.
That would have been my reason for killing boobs. Honestly,
the fetish for boobs. Yeah.
I would love to walk around topless. It gets hot in California. Like.
I heard, yeah. I guess this means I should have really rotated the other way. I fucked myself harder.
You know what? I'm gonna bring an executive decision. I will allow you one takesies backsies.
Okay, then, but this is like it's a 50-50. Then I'm automatically rotating the entire lineup the other direction.
Well, would you rather rotate it or would you rather kill boobs?
I probably would rather rotate it, but this is no. I fucked myself over. I have to stick with it. Okay, so I killed boobs apparently for this altruistic suggestion that Key made because
it's better than you realize.
Free those breasts by making them unsexy. Jesus, this hurts. Then I guess I am going to marry the feet fetish.
Okay.
Because there is an actual valid reason that I marry the feet fetish. I mean, can you imagine how much better I will now, how much even more I will enjoy Quentin Tarantino movies? I will be like, a Quentin Tarantino movie will not just be a bloody badass action flick, it will be basically porn for me. I watch a Quentin Tarantino movie and I will be like, that is porn, baby!
Make it stop.
So,
Quentin Tarantino is famous for having a lot of shots of feet.
He loves feet.
Okay.
So, and I guess I therefore want to then fuck the fetish of size because...
Your fucking thighs.
Right, the fetish of size. So it will be like a very thigh-heavy fuck. And... Oh no! Die Hard will not be a kink furious. Die Hard will be a torture porn. Like a literal porn but with torture. Ew! Anyways, size. Yeah, sure, but don't go on.
I mean, a good pair of strong thighs would crush heads between, like, Sparrow's egg.
Well, we both watched The Boys, so, I now have a very literal image in front of my inner eye. Anyways, Keyframe, I fucked myself over, you have to take over, and...
I can't, but this is... the most uncomfortable I felt during the fucking fuck, marry, kill.
Congratulations.
Don't ask me why. I'm not a prude. Like, people who know me know that I'm not a prude at all. But for some reason, this episode is making me uncomfortable.
Just marry those boobs already.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna marry boobs.
I mean,
okay.
God, I gotta find a reason.
I mean, if you ever get a partner with a nice pair of man boobs, or if Brad develops some in his later years, then you can be like, that's my fetish. But no, but because it's your very.
Okay, here's the question: does a good pair of pectoral muscles count as boobs? Because that's the
I
same
was just
muscle.
thinking that because I was like,
because then I would say like I like a sculpted chest on a guy, like not bodybuilder, but like cut. Like then I guess I like boobs.
because like you could be a fan of boobs and just not like huge melons. Like you can prefer like a little.
I don't need them
like,
to be the size of planets, you know, like.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Here's the reason why I'm marrying boobs. I could find a way to do a gold digger answer yet.
Oh no.
If I marry the fetishization of boobs, what if that gives me like, I just know boobs inside and out. I would make so much money off commissions and porn. Like, of porn drawings. Because I would be like the CEO of boob.
No one can draw a titty like Keyframe can draw a titty.
Exactly, because you guys were just raised by the titty. I was born in the titty. Like, I'm married to the titty. But I mean, I guess the other answer is, I guess it makes the most sense. I am someone who's gone from the big titty to the itty bitty committee over the course of my life because of weight loss. So I know them in and out, size by size.
So
okay, fast forwarding. What does that leave me with?
you really want to get those feet in there?
Wait, am I fucking them or am I marrying them?
No, you're fucking. You're fucking.
You're fucking them.
Okay.
You have some some really hot experience feet all over you. You have you know this image of the nostalgia chick with all the wieners flying in her face. This, but with feet.
Just replace it with feet.
Yes, like feet, like bum bum bum.
I'm looking at my own foot right now and trying to find a reason. And my feet are not the best example because I got like those long Middle Eastern toes, like just like they look like fingers. So I don't know, man. I guess like, cause I understand feet fetish for a guy because a foot job is just like.
Yeah,
it's just like it's just a monkey holding a banana with their feet, but just dude.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
But how does that work for a girl? Do you just kick really hard up in there, like?
No, I feel like that would be painful and very uncomfortable.
I guess like okay. I guess I'll go with like I guess there's like the footsie kind of thing where it's just a bunch of skin on skin, but
yeah.
You know what? I'll fuck the feet because I genuinely don't understand.
So this is for science.
You want to find out.
This is for research. This is for research. I want to understand. And you know what? Maybe I'll discover something. And maybe I'll discover what I already know, and being that I don't get it. But you know what? I at least try. Like Max's personal right. Keep an open mind.
Exactly. Here at the AWKWARDCast, we fuck feet for science.
For science.
Can we have? Oh God, I could probably put that together.
We need to get Nuka back on the show.
Oh, we do.
We have like a font pop up that says "We fuck feet for science."
For science.
And it's just a sparkly font with sparkly. Yeah, I could probably
use the Steven Universe font.
Using that would be really, really awkward.
Don't tell me. I didn't even get to do my kill!
Wait, you didn't do your kill?
No!
You haven't killed Size yet?
No.
So please then go ahead, do your Size.
That's gonna be hilarious.
Well, now I'm gonna kill Thighs because now I get to fuck over you two because you fucked them and you married them.
Why would you harm the thighs though? Tears are running down my cheek because I'm so sad.
Wait, which cheeks?
Ew, that's just sweat at that point. But like,
I mean, we were talking about size. It makes sense.
You know what? Here we go. Here's my evil plan. Follow me on this.
Okay.
I have now preface. I have naturally strong thighs. Bucolas are built like fucking Amazons. It was just God that decided that I needed to be 5'6" to offset it. And I constantly want to make my thighs strong and lean and all that. But, that's a fetish. Because people like a good, strong pair of thighs. If I defetishize thighs, then people won't feel the need to work them out or make them look sexy. And thus, I have the best thighs on the planet. This is part
but
of
nobody
my
will
plan
care.
for world. I will care!
But they are not sexy anymore. They have been defetishized.
Yes, but they can also be a weapon. And then I could just stimulate other fetishes, like sadomasochism, by hurting people with them.
Keyframe crush your tiny bones between thighs.
Like sparrow's egg, baby.
And nobody will be like, "Oh, this is my fetish." Everybody will be like, "Ah, this is actually
They'd be screaming in fear, which is exactly what I want. I don't want to threaten that I'm going to crush your head between my thighs, and people be like, "Hell yeah!"
Yeah,
I
people
want
will
them
be
to
like,
scared.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Or at least I want them to say that the thing that they're going, okay, yeah, is the idea of getting their head crushed, not the idea of how they're getting their head crushed.
Mm.
We don't kink shame the BDSM here. We kink shame everything else. Was that awkward enough?
A and Y and Key say hi to the people in the chat. The memes are seen on this live stream as they talk about random crap. It's time for awkward guys. It's the awkward. Random guests and funny gags on the awkward guys. It's the awkward. Artwork and analysis, which you do not want to miss on